Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they wasted him.
I used to be a firefighter from my hometown. Now I'm always dropping fire on the whole town. I'm a villain, V's up, put your A's down. Peak side, but I'm reppin' for the A-town. When you hear the siren blaring, that's a fire. Oh, no, it's just that geek boy with that fire. When you hear the siren blaring, that's a fire. Oh, no, it's just that geek boy with that fire. I'm a villain, no time that I put on for my town, yo. I've been running through these niggas like I'm Sancho.
Hey, welcome back to my channel, you guys. You saw the title today. You've seen the thumbnail. You clicked on it. You clicked on my face, and you here. That's right, we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Z. Not just Dragon Ball Z, we're talking about our guy, Gohan. Question is, did they waste him? Yeah, they definitely wasted him. I, as a fan, am upset. And a lot of us have been fairly upset over this whole thing that's been going on with Gohan, the entire Dragon Ball Z series, period. It's a no-brainer. Gohan, the son of Goku, you think he's gonna have this like unlimited potential to be a great fighter because, you know, we've been invested in him since the very beginning of Dragon Ball Z with Raditz taking him, and then throughout all the crying and the whining and I want my daddy and all this other stupid stuff that he did as a kid, to headbutting the mess out of his uncle with a raised power level and always having these power level spikes when he gets super angry and temper tantrumed up and everything, and the whole Planet Namek thing, the whole debacle with him and having his tail and turning into the Ozaru monkey, all that stuff or whatever. We had character development with this kid. We watched him be a nothing to being a something. This guy single-handedly, kinda, well, actually, literally single-handedly beat Cell.
Gohan, we've had a lot. We've grown up with Gohan, and to be quite honest, I felt like Gohan should kind of took over the hero role after the Cell Saga, and it's starting to go that way with the whole BoJack Unbound thing, which is like a side thing that's completely not canon, but it didn't really go anywhere after that, and it was super disappointing.
Yeah, after the whole Cell Saga thing, it's just like, okay, where are we going from here? And then we get to, 7 years in the future, to the whole Babidi saga, Majin saga, all that stuff or whatever, and he goes Super Saiyan 2 at the tournament, and we're like, okay, he's back, full power Super Saiyan 2, and then we find out from Vegeta, because he hasn't been training and staying up to date on his stuff or whatever, he is nowhere near as powerful as he once was, and that makes sense. I mean, he trained constantly with his dad in the hyperbolic time chamber, for God's sake. You're going to be as strong as you're going to freaking get, and I'm guessing he still has his Saiyan blood trait, the Zenkai boost. I don't know if he still has it or not. I feel like he should, but I feel like it's never really utilized. But then again, he's not really constantly training. So, I don't know. But our boy gets the absolute and utmost of disrespects. And that's because he deserves it. They do nothing with his character. Not really. When they do give him something, it's like, okay, our boy is back. And then you make him fodder. Like, it was super upsetting watching Gohan in the Tournament of Power. Like, yeah, okay, he's a dad now, and he has something to fight for, and Pan, and marriage, and being a teacher.
Then you get retrained by Piccolo, of all people. You'd think Piccolo wouldn't be stronger than him, but I mean, Piccolo has nothing else better to do but watch over humanity and train, so I guess so. But you get trained by your daddy again, and then you still come out weak.
I mean, he got stronger. He learned to go back to being, like, you know, broken unlimited power, not unlimited power, but like burst limit Gohan from the Majin saga, where he basically just transformed to a Super Saiyan without transforming to a Super Saiyan. It was just Gohan with a bang, which I thought was weird that was the way that they decided to go with that, but whatever. I guess we don't really talk about that.
We're not gonna talk about that.
I like to think by now Gohan would have at least learned to create his own technique. That's like the trademark of a good character, is them having their own fucking technique, and he doesn't have that. All of Gohan's moves are copy and pasted from somebody else. The Kamehameha wave, we all know that one. It was saying everything else, all his moves are literally based off of his dad and his other dad, biological and the real fake one. Masenko, Kamehameha, that's actually honestly it. He doesn't really do anything else. That's actually kind of depressing. That's sad.
Even Krillin has his own move. Why don't you have your own move? You're like the ultimate Saiyan, supposedly.
What drives me crazy is that Gohan's potential is so high up there that if he actually trained consistently like his dad, like Vegeta, he would be stronger and better than the both of them way faster. But he doesn't, and it sucks. And I get it. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to live that lifestyle or whatever. But unfortunately for you, sir, you were adopted into this. You don't get to just walk away. It's like, hello? My bad. Like I was saying, you don't get to just walk away. You're in this. you're in this. Krillin doesn't even get to walk away from this. I think the only person who got to walk away from anything was Yamcha. And he didn't really walk away from it. It was more like, we don't want you. This nigga died to a Cyberman. And Gohan survived that as a kid. He was like 7. Gohan doesn't get the respect that he properly deserves. He needs to have more done with his character. Now, if you watched Dragon Ball Super the anime and you read Dragon Ball Super the manga, two completely different things, unfortunately. But I like the way that they did his character in Super. He is still, you know, the scholar, I don't really want to fight type or whatever, but with like a few hours of training with Piccolo, he got back up there in his fighting skills or whatever. And he far surpassed what he probably could have done as a Super Saiyan. I mean, he defeated Kefla, of all people. Kefla, Kale, and Khalifa, or Khalifa, whatever the fuck her name was. The Fusion Saiyan from Universe 6. He beat them without transforming into a Super Saiyan. And I love the way that they did that because he specifically said, I don't do that no more. I don't want to transform to no Super Saiyan. I'm not relying on my Saiyan blood no more. I'm just choosing to evolve as a human. He made a conscious decision and choice, and I respect that. I respect that decision as a writer. That's good writing. I feel like the Zenkai boost should still work regardless because you can't just turn that off. That's just a Saiyan trait regardless. But I mean, I don't know. Semantics. We're not gonna get into that. He beat her. He beat Kefla, who was a fusion Super Saiyan, which is way superior. Like, she gave people the business. Hell, Kefla on her own as a Super Saiyan gave everybody the business. She was knocking niggas out the ring left and right. She cleared pretty much the whole universe. She got like at least 2-3 universes erased by herself. And then defused with another Saiyan? And Gohan beat that? Nigga. You can't tell me that he's not raw. That was just on the whim potential. That whole tournament was 45 minutes. And he did that to her within like the last 5? Like no help? Oh my god. You do my guy so wrong. Oh my goodness, yes. Gohan has wasted potential. And I wish they would just do something more with his character. He doesn't have to work. He could be doing these things. He doesn't have to be a smart guy. He didn't even like doing that as a kid. I wonder what happened in the transition of him not wanting to do that and wanting to be with his dad and like his dad to this right here, to where we have him being like the super book nerd and all that stuff or whatever. It's beyond me. I don't understand it. But semantics, again, we're not going to get into that. Clearly, as you can see, my emotions are all over the place with this topic. But I am very passionate about Gohan because Gohan is one of my favorite characters. And he definitely was after the whole Cell Saga, or during the Cell Saga, because he was that tiny little pint-sized nigga who surpassed his limits and went Super Saiyan 2. Who could have easily beat Cell a long time ago if he just embraced that part of him long beforehand. And then you see like a little bit of that Saiyan pride come in there with the whole, nah, dad, I don't want to kill him. I'm going to let him suffer for a little bit longer first. And just like, oh, he's a real Saiyan, all right, because they all do this. Every single one of them has done this. Everybody bags on Vegeta, but all of the Saiyans have done this. No, that's not true. The only Saiyan who hasn't done that yet is probably Trunks. Trunks is the only, he's the only Saiyan that hasn't done that. But with all that being said, how do you guys feel? Do you think Gohan was wasted potential? Or is it just my imagination? I feel like a lot of you would say, yeah, he was definitely wasted potential. But the question really now is, if that's the case, do you want to see him do more in the anime or in the manga? specifically the manga, because the manga is way better than the anime. We can fight about that. It's just more development. It's just not even a contest. You can't even really argue with me on that. I'd like to see you try, because I don't mind arguing with idiots sometimes. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think about what I had to say. Do you feel indifferent? And if you feel indifferent, prove it. Prove it. Prove it. I want to see facts. I want to see receipts, my guy. Show me receipts. Show me where this is going to be a thing, because I'm not seeing anything. Otherwise, I've read through the manga already. I've seen all of Dragon Ball Super. I've seen how they've treated Gohan throughout both of those things. And I gotta tell you, from Dragon Ball Z, starting point with the whole RANT saga, all the way up to where we're at now in Dragon Ball Super, manga or otherwise, wasted. You know, whatever. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that like button for me real quick. And I'm going to have more anime discussions like this later on. So if you have any things that you want to suggest, put it down in the comment section and I will get to it. Well, I will see what I can do to get to it. But next up is going to be more controversial. Stay tuned for that. But until next time, you guys, keep it real, stay real, be easy, stay sexy, and until next time, I'll be here telling it like it is.